Shout out Brandy podcast, man. This episode 242 up in here, man, with DJ T.A. What's good with you, my nigga?
Man, first and foremost, man, all praise to God. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but other than that, man, you know, the kid that did not is in the building, man. What we doing?
Oh, man, it's overdue, ain't it, my nigga?
Man, yeah, it's overdue, man. And that's why I'm here, man. It's been time, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying? It's been time.
Exactly. Nah, T.A., man, what's good with you, though, man? You know what I'm saying? Because how we met is a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
you know
story.
What I'm saying?
Whole nother lifestyle.
Yeah. Nah, man, but I'm glad that you came out. And I'm glad that we still be politicking every week, though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, for first and foremost, man, I'm glad that you are who you are, you know what I'm saying? We gotta give you your flowers, man. Episode 242, man, you know what I'm saying? Much love.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Grown man stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Handling business.
Oh, yeah. Nah, man, but you from the North, though?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so back then, nigga, there was a thing of is 122nd the North?
Yeah, I remember that. So let me clear up a few things. So
wait, hold on. And you was the main person shit that was telling niggas that 122nd is the North.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But 122nd is the North, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's really the heart of the North now.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying?
Now, the Mecca of the North, you know, we got to go ahead and give it to them boys over there off of Wilshire, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, right.
You know, they've been over there for a while, long time.
Okay, right.
But just to clear up everything, man, so I originated, my grandma and all of them on the east side. You know, I feel like every black person from the O has roots from the east side.
Exactly.
In some way, somehow. Then I did my growing up where I became who I was, figuring out, moving around, going to girls' cribs, you know, in the game, whatever, right there on 122nd and Penn.
Okay, right.
So,
man. Yeah, man. So how was that, though? You know what I'm saying? Because I stayed in Quail Run before I came to the North. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just them apartments, it was Quail Run, then Quail Ridge, nigga, just them two apartments was cracking. But on 122nd, you know, shit, the whole street is cracking. Nigga. So how was that for you?
Man, okay, so shout out to all my dogs over there on the 122nd, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But how that was, man, let's just say, you know as well as I know, whether you was from the east, the south, the west, you was pulling up to 122nd.
Right.
You know, there's some people watching this right now like, yeah. So what I tried to do, I tried to keep it neutral, but just on some straight hustling, go-getters, we getting money.
Okay,
because what I knew is if it became on some gang-banging shit, then it's gonna get disrupted and all kind of stuff.
Okay, right.
You know what I mean? So being over there, man, it was just like being in his own little city. You know what I'm saying? Because
facts, right.
we didn't really have to leave that area.
At all.
Okay,
right. Then the old 7-Eleven, the old Club 7-Eleven.
The old, yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The old one, yes, sir.
Right, cracking every day.
So I could tell you about the old one.
Yeah.
Now that I'm, you know, law-abiding citizen, you know, all those ways are behind me. But we used to really, you know, shout out Skitty, man, because we used to really, in a couple of my casts, but we used to really be out there, literally posted up.
Oh yeah.
You know, checking to see what the situation is. Hey man, you know, we got this, whoop, 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 like on some.
That's
old
what I'm saying. Like the old 7-Eleven was cracking though. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. Nah, man. Like you can go and get anything, and that's
outside
in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
In the parking lot. That's what it was all about, man. Just young businessman trying to make some money, not with the right guidance though. You know how it go.
Okay, right. Then you went to John Marshall.
Yes, sir.
You go to Hoover.
I did go to Hoover.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like you a real North vet though. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta let people know because I don't want to never, you know, not put it out there for real. John Marshall got shut down going into my junior year.
So you went to both.
So no, I ended up going to Edmond North my last 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Only because they had a school full of 1,000 kids and they had to figure out how to get everybody from here to there, different schools.
Okay.
I had to chop the numbers down. So yeah, I got sent out there.
Okay, wait, hold on. So you saying, nigga, that they made they made John Marshall what?
So what they did was
they made all the kids just go.
Well, so what they did was as they were shutting the school down.
Okay, yeah.
They were expelling people because they had to cut the numbers down because it was a 5A school.
Okay.
So they was expelling people, kicking people out, sending people to Seaword, sending people to Putnam City, or just getting the numbers down so they can fit all into the newer schools and stuff like that. So yeah, I was one that got hit with the papers.
Right. Oh, okay. Man, so how was Edmond North like coming from the old John Marshall to Edmond North?
Man, let's just say it was a culture shock.
Okay, right, exactly.
I went to a predominantly black school my whole life, pretty much, to a predominantly white school, and it was just, that's where I learned about politics, and it's not who you know, it's how well you know them. You know what I'm saying, right. And things of that nature. But I made a lot of money out there because, you know what I'm saying, I started mainly my music and stuff. Oh, okay. I kicked it off out there.
Oh, you did?
That's kind of how.
Like far as what?
Because I started actually DJing and stuff at 16.
Okay, at 16.
So I was in the 11th grade, 10th, 11th grade. So
right.
So I started, kicking. Yeah. So they supported that, but it was a tough situation trying to get, accumulated to the whole situation out there.
Okay. So when did you meet Kiki? Because y'all was throwing parties while we was in high school, right?
Yeah. So definitely.
Okay, right.
So I was throwing a party, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I was DJing.
Oh, okay.
So I was throwing parties at I was in middle school throwing parties.
Okay, yeah.
But I wasn't DJing. Okay. My brother D-Lo used to just have music on shuffle.
Okay, right.
And you could say he was DJing, but he really wasn't DJing.
Okay, yeah.
But I met her by throwing events, man. That's how we legitimately met. Like, she was throwing parties, then I would throw a party, then she would throw a party, I would throw a party. So what I did was I ended up, instead of going against her,
right,
I went with her. Okay. I was like, let's...
Right. Early in the game.
I started sharing her... not sharing because we couldn't share, but I started forwarding her chain message. Okay. I know you remember that. Started telling people about her stuff, and she did the same, and we just kind of been having each other's back, and she just did my one of my recent photo shoots, man.
Oh, okay,
it's all about relations, man.
Exactly. Okay, so when did you step out and say that you need to DJ then? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you at Edmond North, like, and throwing parties, then you graduate?
No, so I was throwing the parties, like my first party I threw, I was like in the 8th, 9th grade, middle school.
Okay,
John Marshall.
Yeah.
Then I started DJing at 16. Okay. So the parties I was throwing, I didn't DJ at first. I just was throwing them at the American Legion and Lighthouse. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Just having music playing.
Okay, right.
Because I didn't know how to DJ. I didn't know, I didn't know how to do none of that. So that's all that was. But I always wanted to. I just didn't know how. You know what I mean? So I had to, learn and figure it out and come up under some people's wings and things like that.
Right. Okay, so when did you say that you wanted to DJ, though? You know what I'm saying?
So you remember Party Zone and City Nights and all of them?
Okay, real, right.
So Party Zone was a teenage club that we had out here or whatever, but in City Nights was, the club. So when I was younger going to the clubs, I used to be like, man.
Nigga said Party Zone.
Yeah, some people don't know about Party Zone. People do, though. I was like, man, if I could just change the music, and if I can, I was always critiquing the DJ. I would do this. Okay, I would not do that. I would turn this off. I would play this with that, or I would
because you already got years in the game because you started in 8th grade, so you about what 16 at this.
Yeah. Okay, right. So that's when I was just kind of like, man, if I knew how to do this, I really would take off with this. You know what I mean? This is something I want to do.
Okay, right.
But I just didn't, like I said, I didn't know how to, where to even begin. This ain't a big DJ. It wasn't a big DJing culture city out here like that.
Okay, facts. Okay, so then you graduate from Edmond North.
Right.
Okay, so then what do you do? Like, what are you saying that you want to do with your life at that point?
So at that point, I had an opportunity to go play football at OSU
okay.
or go on tour with Super J, but on the set and lose you and all that.
Oh, okay. So this is the time that on the set was hot.
Yeah. Because a lot of, like I said, a lot of the stuff happened for me in high school. Like even when I was DJing at the 3-6, I was DJing. I started there when I was in high school. So on Fridays, my teachers would be like, "Hey, you be safe. Make sure you get home and see you Monday."
Okay. So when did you start to DJ then? Like what year did you start to DJ?
I actually started 16 years old, 17 years old.
Oh, okay.
It's just all of that happened so fast.
Right.
Because that's when I started driving out to Langston and stuff like that, and I had to learn and figure out how to do this. So I actually started in high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was actually in the mix already because my first runs at 3-6, I was 17, 18. I graduated at 18 years old, so I was about in that age.
So you was in, okay, right. Okay. So when did you get your first turntables, your laptop?
It took a minute because I was DJing off of a virtual DJ with just the clicking the button.
Oh, you was?
Yeah, I was just clicking. I was rocking. People didn't know that, but in the first, shout out my boy Mally, RP, my man DK. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember y'all did have a screen up there, huh?
Yeah, so I was just clicking on virtual DJ. We wasn't even really, when we first started DJing the 3-6, we kind of knew how. We just couldn't afford the equipment at that time.
Right.
You know, shit was sky, so we ended up, you know.
So what was y'all getting the songs at? What, Napster at this point?
It was other DJs. We went and started like getting hard drives and sharing music.
Okay.
And
y'all sliding folders over
to each other. Yeah. So that, you know, even when we would go to Texas and DJ with Frosty and them, we'll spend nights changing over music with each other.
Right.
That was when DJs had to put in a little more work.
Way more work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the music wasn't as acceptable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you said that you was going to Langston. Like, what were you going to Langston for?
So that's where I met Kielo out there.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I met him.
How did you meet Kielo out there?
Well, because one time I went to an event, and mind you, I was like 17, 16. I went to a college party. You know, I was out there. Okay. You know what I mean? And I heard him DJing. And I was like, man, he kind of do how I would do it.
Okay.
If you know, because again, it wasn't a real big thing out here like it was, but not talking on the mic and all of that. So I was like, damn, so you can actually, I didn't know you could really do that kind of stuff because again, we from the city. Okay, this is really, you know, a country city. Okay, we're slower than everybody. So when I seen that, I was like, okay, well, I need to reach out and, you know, connect. And that's how it happened.
But how'd you reach out? Because it wasn't, I think, social media like that.
Well, you remember when you had to have a college ID to get on Facebook?
Oh, okay.
I figured out how to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Without it. So then I just reached out to him. I mean, he showed love and showed me what I needed to know, and you know, the rest been history.
Okay. So at that time though, like, what are you learning? You know what I'm saying? Well, and do you have your equipment at this time?
Nah, not when I'm learning. When I'm learning, no, I didn't. So what I was learning was
how would you picking it up then?
Man, it's crazy because that's one of those things where I feel like this is the time where I need to change my hat. I said I was gonna do this. Yeah, first person on the podcast to come really, you know what I'm saying, change hats, man. Yeah, first nigga to do that shit. So. Man, so that's one of them things where when people say like, you can if you put your mind to anything, you can do it. Right. Like I literally, and I think, and you know, I thank him for showing me. But I literally had to sit there and watch. Literally, that's why I became such a nice DJ. Okay. Because I had to sit there and literally watch, and sometimes I can ask questions, sometimes I can't. Okay, right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, right. And it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And it just so happened that, you know, they were from the East Coast. So I kind of just, you know, I learned that aura of how to just attack the night. We going, we ain't playing, and that's just what, you know, that's just how that burst. But yeah, I had to watch.
Okay. So then, like, you finally get your equipment, and then what?
Oh, it was a wrap.
Okay, right.
So I got my equipment.
Yeah.
I got my equipment, and yeah, things went up. You know what I'm saying? Things went up for sure.
Okay. So are you still at 3.6 at this time?
Yes. So for clarity, I want to clear that up.
How'd you even get in 3.6?
So how I got into 3.6? Shout out Grind Daily.
Okay, Grind Daily.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you really know your history out there.
History, yeah, man.
Grind Daily been out for a minute.
Yeah, man. You know, and Drama Boy too. So
yeah,
how that ended up transpiring is I was somewhere trying to get on, and I was young. I want to say I was at Mango's one time. You know. And I wasn't DJing. I just was always around. And the DJ started seeing, like, man, this young cat, you know, who is this young cat, whatever. So I want to say, if I remember correctly, Grind Daily came to me and said, hey, man, you want your own spot? You want to get something popping? Woo, woo, woo. And I'm just kind of like, you know, I've always been a young go-getter. Like, shit, hell yeah, nigga, like, what we doing?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, go to the 3-6 Lounge, talk to a dude named Ray Brown. It's yours. This is some real entertainment back in the day, how stuff used to pop off.
Oh, okay, so for real? Damn.
I went and RIP Ray Brown, I went and hollered at Ray, and we put it together. So what I need to clarify today is that some people don't know that the 3-6 had 2 runs.
Okay,
so
right.
Me and Mally, shout out my boy Mally, we had the 3-6 for like 4 years by ourselves, maybe 5, by ourselves, just me and him.
Right.
Then it shut down for like 8 months or so, and the money that was made from the 3-6, we used to bring all the Dallas artists. You know how that go, all the major artists, and run it through that. The money that was made from that is what bought Ice. That's how Ray boom. So this is real history.
Oh, okay.
So after that 4 or 5 years at the 3-6. Then that's whenever you got another.
Okay, so 3-6 was Ray Brown's.
At first, he was the promoter that had the lease or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
His lease was up. He let it go, bought the stuff across the street. Cool, great. It went down for about 8 months, 9 months. But since it had such a legendary run, some new promoters came in with new DJs and started it back up. And that's what most people remember. That era right there.
Okay.
Some people know both.
The second run.
Yeah, the second run.
I know the first run.
Yeah, see, you're original.
Right.
See, some people only know the second run. So what I tell people, when you mention 3-6 Lounge and you mention the DJs that came out of 3-6 Lounge, you have to mention DJ T.A because I started that concept with Ray Brown. And I brought Mally on as a DJ. That was my concept. So it's still been talked about 12, 15 years later. Right. But at the same time, the DJs that came out of there, and they know who they are, we know who they are. It was a standard to have everybody going, dancing. That's what I created. I created that. To this day, I'm still like that. So when you mention those other DJs that come out of there for how great they done or doing or did, just understand that all that is tagged with me.
Okay, right.
As a founder. Yes, sir.
So y'all had it for 4 to 5 years. And now that I think back, like, y'all was the only ones shit up there.
Every time.
Now that I look back.
Every time.
like the nigga Mally was.
Every time.
Yeah, that nigga was always up there. Like it was nobody else, huh?
Every time. But this is.
So did you share the stage with niggas though?
Yeah, but it wasn't nobody DJing. We inspired a lot of niggas to do this shit.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
because the niggas was in the crowd first.
Yeah, niggas was in the crowd hearing about it at home. Some niggas was at home. So no, we didn't share the stage, but don't get me wrong. If one of the older DJs like Quest or G-Mac or KO or Music Man or Low or you name it pulled up and wanted K-Ruck or whatever wanted to spin, they know it was love. But I was the youngest at the time, and so far after talking to Nitro, he gave me some cats that were young, but nobody started at 16. Nobody started at 17.
Right.
They started at 18, 19, and all that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm talking about in Oklahoma City. Now, I don't know about, Wyoming, California,
right.
Texas, but I'm talking about where we from.
Right. Right. That's crazy because now that I think back, yeah.
Yeah, nobody was DJing, man.
Yeah, that shit was cracking.
Yeah, nobody was. So I didn't have to share the stage.
Right.
I shared it with Mally. You know what I'm saying? And
right. So did Kielo ever come out and should have check you out?
Oh yeah, definitely. Kielo threw me an alley hoop. You know what I'm saying? A few times, and he done came through and
yeah.
See, so that's what I was gonna talk about too, though. Like in my era of DJing, we used to DJ for the crowd, get them going, but we also used to watch the door because we knew it was just like that. We knew that if a DJ came in and say you was DJing, B-Maze, you came in. Yeah. If we seen you with your backpack, we already knew what time it was. The standard was they're going to let me rock out for about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on what time it is, and they're going to jump on.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to jump on, or the next DJ jump on. That's not happening nowadays, and I don't know why. I got an idea.
Okay, right. Okay, so you saying that there was more camaraderie.
It was more... nigga, let's get to it. Like nigga, it is what it is. Like, this is what we do for a craft. This is what we do. Yeah. Like you said, camaraderie. That's what it was. It was niggas wasn't scared. It was vicious. Just even like Orange had said one time on the internet, a lot of the cats now wouldn't be able to hang back then. Right. And I remember watching him come in the game and then turn into a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
shout out my nigga Orange out. So at the era he came in, yeah, it was still vicious, but a little bit before that, it was like shit. We gonna see if you really like that. Because if we go play the next 10 to 15 songs you was about to play, what you gonna do now?
Okay, right. And back then, like, it wasn't no spots though.
It wasn't no spots, man.
So you had to get it in, like where you fit in, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. It wasn't no spots, man.
Right.
It wasn't no spots, man. So.
Okay, so 3-6 closed. Then what do you do though?
I pretty much, and that's when I wish social media was at a high at that point, B-Maze, because that's whenever on the set was going, Luigi was going, so we started moving around. Like we went to the radio, we DJed at the radio for some years. You know what I'm saying? Brought my brother Wayne on, shout out Wayne, and a few other DJs, but at the same time, we were going to do shows early, moving around, B-Maze.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we was going to move around. So our presence in the city kind of faded a little bit.
Okay.
Because we're gone and people not seeing like how you can check on Instagram stories and you can see, oh, so-and-so is in Seattle. Oh, he just went over here to New York. Now he's back. So they couldn't see it. So that's really what happened. We went to the radio and then we was on tours and going and doing shows and moving around.
Oh, okay. So you was on the road.
Yes, sir.
At your highest peak, basically.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay, right. So how was on the road though? You know what I'm saying? Like seeing that experience.
Man, on the road is vicious. You gotta be ready. Like,
yeah.
Like this is a time, like on the road, man. You gotta understand that time is money on the road.
Facts.
You gotta understand that if you're on see, and this is what I was doing when I was like 19, 20, 21.
Okay, right.
If you got a 16 city tour or something like that, and you got to get to this city, to this city, to this city, it's not like it's not like you getting into the city and then you just going to do the show.
Right.
You got to get to the city. It's a walkthrough over here. It's a radio situation you got to go check out. Then you might have to go speak at a school. Then you get a little time at the hotel. Then you do the show. Then it's an after show. And in most cities, there's always an after hours. That's why stuff don't be stopping till 6. Then you got to do that, possibly a walkthrough or a performance, a one song performance, whatever. Then next, you got to be in the next city at the radio by 9 a.m. And it's 7:30 in the morning.
Right.
It was like that. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Yeah. So you really felt that road life.
Man, I know what it's like.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit real, right?
that it ain't what people think it is.
It ain't no kicking it. It's work.
It's work. You can kick it. Nowadays it's easier because it's a lot less that you have to go do. Because you can do from the back of the bus, whatever. Right. Yeah, you can remote. Okay, so I just came up in a different time, which pushed me to having to, rebrand and get it back going. But yeah, that road get vicious.
Okay. So how many years was that?
That's tough. That was a long time because we went on the road and then we got to the point in our career where we ended up having spots in, whether it was Miami, spots in Atlanta, spots in Cali, Houston. So we would go back. We'll be back and forth because we was in that lifestyle, flying out, have to drive here, then fly there. So it was a lot of that going on. There was a lot of moving around going on for some years, man. Like,
and that shit come fast.
Hell yeah!
Like when you moving around like that.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, man, it come fast.
Fast.
So what is the city saying
at that time?
Yeah, at that time,
they kind of
like. You still got your ears to the street in the city?
Yeah, like a little bit because some people know what we're doing. Some people don't.
Right.
Like, you somebody that would know, like, yeah, man, them niggas was moving around. They was out. They was politicking, doing shows here and there. Some people know, some people don't. So with not having social media, you kind of get forgot about. Or when social media becomes a thing, who's ever the forefront of that, the face of that, is the big dogs right now. So we kind of faded away a little bit.
Okay.
On top of just being in a bad contract.
Oh, okay.
In a bad situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Like the niggas who was on the internet and could do the internet was the forefront of it because they got
that audience first.
Right.
And it's not knocking them, it's just understanding the power of social media versus the power of really just, so I'm not knocking, I love it because I had to adapt.
Okay,
I had to adapt to figure it out.
Okay, facts.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Like that was a good point, you know what I'm saying? Like if you was the first one, the niggas know you as that.
Right.
Right. Okay, so what year is this though? You know what I'm saying? Like, is the city starting to get spots?
Yeah, that's what started happening.
Okay.
I don't know the year because let me tell you something.
It was 2012.
It could have been. I just know even during high school, all my years was clashing and colliding because I was the DJ for prom or homecoming in my high school. So my year started going like this. So it was just going fast for me. So yeah, we started getting spots out here.
Oh, okay.
And and started growing and doing more, and it really started turning up.
So when did you feel like that you got a name then, like DJ T.A?
So my brand, Mafia DJs, had a name.
Okay,
I really didn't because I pushed my brand. So that's what people. That ain't my fault. That's just living and learning. So that's what people knew me as in Mally, whatever, the Mafia DJs.
Oh,
so if I would have branded myself and not the Mafia DJs or whatever, the more people that have known.
Okay, hold on, right. Cause now that I'm thinking back, yeah, and y'all was the Mafia DJs at 3-6, right?
When people see Mafia DJ logo on a flyer or whatever, they were coming. When people heard that Mafia DJ tag, Mafia DJ, when they heard that tag, I remember one time I tried it out. I was in a farmer's market, 2,000-3,000 people, and we were changing over DJs. I tried it out. And what I did was I sat there for a little bit, let it be quiet. I hit the tag. People went crazy. I said, damn, I really built the brand.
Yeah.
And then I went up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
I'm remembering all this too.
Yeah, this is
So y'all
nostalgic.
So you and Mally went by Mafia DJs instead of
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. So we and that's what I learned. That's when I learned on a rebrand. It's more powerful to brand who you, if you're a DJ or whatever brand, who you are, if you're the brand.
Well, now. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, there was DJ groups back then.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I agree 100%.
Okay, right. Now it's so many that you gotta brand yourself.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah, definitely.
Right. Okay, so what do you think at the city now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is what. So this is the good part.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was coming to originally. I made a post about this kind of shit, and I talked to you. You know what I'm saying, my nigga, and you kind of put me on game about how to handle this and how to do this. So again, kudos to you.
Okay, already.
So what I think about the city now, man, I just think that the city has to stop being so intimidated.
Okay.
The city has to stop being so scared.
Mm-hmm.
The city has to understand, do you, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be afraid to give the city annual, quarterly, monthly, bi-weekly hookups. And when I mean hookups, rocking out with other DJs.
Right.
Like and other promoters and other venue owners.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, let's stop being scared, my nigga. Like,
so you feel like that DJs don't DJ together no more? You dropped that.
You said what I did? I dropped it. Oh shit, my bad.
No, I said let me tap that.
Oh shit, let's do it. That shit smoking too. Like, so, and I can speak on this because I was in before and I'm in now.
Right.
It's like they do, but they don't. But here's the connect though. I get why they don't, because depending on who the DJ is, they might not feel like they can't hold that crowd, that spot, whatever. I get that 100%. But B-Maze, if me and you know each other from a certain era, and me and you know that you like that, the prime example, late great Dre songs. Anytime I seen Dre or Dre seen me, wherever we were at, he knew, of course he knew how I was coming. I knew how he was coming. It was never a point where I couldn't come up there and rock out, or he couldn't come up there and rock out. It's like that a little bit out here, but I feel like so many people are on this me, and I get it. That's what I'm saying. Rock, do your own thing, but we need to, like I was saying, we need to get a city those annually hookups. Those cities where 2-3 promoters, kind of what they was doing downtown, but we need that more, because that's just gonna make the people, the culture deserve that. People want to go. You would love to see a lineup of, let's just say, View, Kielo, me, whoever.
Right.
You're on your way, because you want to see how that's gonna go.
Right.
And even then,
that'll be better for the city
every so often. That's all I'm saying. Like,
right.
Let's not be afraid to two promoters rent something, throw something together, or run a deal like, hey, we got happy hour at this spot at this time. If you can show that you was there and you come right over at this time or whatever, like, it's just time. I'm not necessarily saying come together, but let's give the city something different, but let's link up and do it.
Okay, so what do you think the climate is right now then? Like,
everybody is just scratching and grabbing, focus with their head down. I get it. But we learn in basketball, dribble with your head up. So I'm saying dribble with your head up. If you see that me and you will look good at Whitewater Bay, I'm just throwing a venue out. Let's figure out how to put this together. And I know some people, we can't work with him because of this, that, and the third. Well, I'm in the corporate DJ world. Them contracts, if you just get a small contract to say, hey, I'm going to provide this. If I don't, then XYZ, you're going to provide this. If you don't, then XYZ. And we sign it, and it's a done deal.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but there's only so much time. You know what I'm saying? So, these DJs, are they a nigga DJing from 9 to 2?
A lot of them are.
So, niggas ain't even letting niggas come, a nigga rock out on the opening?
Do you see it often? I don't see it. And I'm saying, like, I get doing you and building your brand, but I'm saying quarterly, why not say, hey, let's do this. B-Man, me and you, woo, woo, woo. We're going to do this for Labor Day. And then we might revisit something for Langston Homecoming. Then let's revisit something for Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Then that's what I feel like the city needs to get back to, because that's what we used to do. And it used to just bring out a different atmosphere in the night. We owe it to the night, because if I got 2 DJs that's like that and we're digging deep, that place going to go up because a bunch of good music will be played.
Right. Okay, yeah, but what if they say shit about the promoter, though?
You don't even need the promoter in that sense.
Yeah, I know, but they getting booked by the promoter, though.
I can understand that. But a lot of us do throw our own events.
Right.
And a lot of us can. A lot of us can say, hey, let's 3 link up on this and make this happen. It's just, I feel like I'm here today to tell the DJs, promoters, venue owners, that's what I'm on. I'm saying let's link up. I know people are seeing what I'm doing in the corporate world. You know what I'm saying, B? But let's not look at that. That's a whole nother situation. Let's look at how can we give people like you that deserve a DJ View, a DJ T.A set, a DJ Life, a DJ whoever, a GP, like, we deserve that.
Okay, yeah, nigga, so why don't y'all throw it?
That's what I'm here for. I'm just putting it out there. Like, that's what I feel like is missing. It can be done. Because I remember one time I DJ with Goddess. I think Liddy was there, but I DJ with Goddess, GP, and it was myself. And it just went up. It just feels different. Mm-hmm. And we deserve that, man. That's how, I mean.
Yeah, but this is 2 different eras.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? Like the era you came in with, niggas love to nigga pass the laptop and let niggas get on and everything like that.
Right.
Nigga going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like talking while you switching the laptops and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Now you ain't even got to do that. They got a little switch. You hot. You ain't even boom, boom, you hot.
Yeah.
So I'm just here on our behalf to tell these cats, man, let's figure the ones that can. Mm-hmm. Everybody can't. Certain DJs can. I know Drip is always down to do that. Certain DJ. So the ones that I think we should just figure it out, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shit, why don't y'all just start a DJ event? That's
what I be trying to say. But I'm not the person that can put it together, because I can.
How come you not shit if you got years in the game?
Because I can hit up 3 or 4 DJs and might not hear from them. But I can hit up 2 or 3 DJs, and they answer right away. So I just know my position.
Wrong with them?
Nah, for sure. And I definitely will.
And build the DJ event up where niggas gotta reach out because they want to nigga come get the camaraderie and the battle and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Showcasing, man. I just feel like the city needs that, and these venue owners need to give these promoters a little more leeway, room to do things and let them work. It's just people gotta lighten up a little bit, I feel like.
Far as what? Because you can't tell the venue people to...
you can't tell them nothing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because they really don't even want black people in there. And that's another thing, man. I think, man, the nigga should have put their bread up and went in on a building. You know what I'm saying? That's a black that's a black venue instead of always going to the white people, because eventually a nigga, they gonna cut you off.
Nah, yeah, man.
Or some shit gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, man. But, just coming together ain't the easiest thing. And I know that this could be falling on deaf ears, but I still feel like, you know what I'm saying, the most political way to say it, the most media trained way to say it is how I said it. Let's not be intimidated by how good this DJ is or what this DJ got going on, and let's just put this shit together.
Oh, okay.
Put this shit together.
Yeah, so niggas be intimidated because the next DJ is
because you don't
got
know,
a bigger name,
or you want to make sure you keep your spot. You see, that's what everybody's on. But if you
I just left a pool party, nigga, man, and it was like a nigga 4 DJs pulled up, nigga, and they all rocked.
See what I'm saying?
And this was in DC though. You know what I'm saying?
That's everywhere.
Right.
I was in Houston. I was in Houston. It was 3.
Yeah. Oh, God.
3 did their thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was there not too long ago. So I'm just saying we have that.
And some play the same song too, but it still be hype.
Or it's a different way how they play it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right.
so it can be done. I just and I'm saying all I'm saying is I'm somebody that's saying venue owners, promoters, whatever, DJs, let's work, man. Like, let's put stuff together. The city, we owe it to the city. You know what I'm saying? Just in general.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, you gonna have to push it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in the air right now, man, it's everybody for self.
Right, and I can respect that. So that's why I jumped in the corporate lane. Right. So that way, when it's everybody for self, I'm not even in these conversations because where I'm at, I don't see a lot of my peers. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but this is me saying, hey, we can work together now, whatever, but God is still blessing me to lock these contracts in and lock them down. You know what I'm saying? Get them going. Oh, there's another key moment. First brother to do it, man. First brother to do it, man. First brother to do it. Blessings to the game, man. Oh, yeah. Shout my Uncle Dope Man out, man. He told me to send this to him. Whenever, yeah.
Okay, already.
Whenever, you know what I'm saying? Hood Boss office and all of them over there. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, that's just me telling cats, man, in the most, because I was going to be coming in hot. I was going to come in hot.
Yeah,
I was going to come in hot, but I'm not coming in hot, man. You talk to me.
Nah, man, I think that is... Black people are so in their ego, you know what I'm saying, and so prideful about things. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, that it gets in the way of actually coming together and getting shit done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I feel you, man. I feel you on that 100%, man. I feel you on that 100%.
Okay, so how's the corporate life?
I'm glad you asked me about that, man. The corporate life is lovely, man. I thank God for all those opportunities, man. The corporate life, man. When I say playing top 40, pop, old school hip hop, country, 80s rock, soft metal, heavy metal, I mean, you name it. It expands my brain for whenever I go to all these different settings.
Okay, right.
Whether it's a urban setting, whether it's a hood club, whether it's a fucking barbecue at the Galleria Mall, Gaillardia.
Yeah, you versatile with this shit,
man. Yeah, I'm wherever I need to be in the corporate world because I know what they want and how they're structured. And a lot of times they don't even want you to just really DJ. A lot of times you just be there doing background music.
Okay, right. So, did being on the road play a part to that? Like just seeing all, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that.
All cultures.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, definitely, because when we go on the road, I noticed everywhere that I went, I heard the same like type of music, style of music, even the same songs when I'm at these restaurants that playing music. Now, if I'm in a culture place like Trill Burgers in Houston, of course we're not gonna hear it, but I'm just talking about like before all of that was even going, so I was hearing like, damn, okay,
yeah.
And then I'm in these long ass meetings at these restaurants and I'm just listening. That's one thing about me, I listen, man. People don't think I don't, but I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, right.
So I was just listening. I was like, man, I gotta figure that out. And then that's how that ended up transpiring.
Okay. Exactly. And then, like, you still in the streets, though.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So why did you call it a rebrand?
I'm glad you asked, boy. You on fire with these questions. Thank you. You the truth.
Come on, man. The Shot of Brandy podcast. We gonna
drop
get
that.
into it.
Drop that. Boom, boom. Whatever you drop for that. So why I had to? So when we had on the set and all of that, as we we got signed, made deal, whatever, got the advance money, but the guy, the music consultant that they gave the check, that they give the money to give to us. he does that for a few other companies, and he takes all the money from everyone, and he gets out the game. Ain't no business like show business. So we're still waiting on the check, and long story short, we hit up the label, and they like, we cut old buddy $80,000, and that was like 15 years ago, $80,000.
Right.
That's not now $80,000. That would have probably been 80 M's or some shit. Who knows?
Right.
Nowadays, yeah, don't play with it, stay with it. So we was like, nah, we never got that. It was a disconnect, whatever. Mind you, before that, the independent label that we signed to out here in Oklahoma, they ended up, getting into some fair situations and had to go, so that shut down.
Okay.
Then our road manager passed away, RIP, Unplugged Management. So we're on the road by ourselves at this time. So this is where the rebrand comes, but we're just trying to figure it out. So when we find out that the music consultant takes the money and all that, the label's like, well, if that's the case, we're gonna look into it, whatever, but y'all will be shelved until the money is returned. Until we recoup the money.
Right.
So that kind of played a fact. A lot of people don't know that, but that kind of played a factor into having to sit down because I was signed with that unit.
Okay, right.
So
exactly.
As a DJ and whatever, as an executive producer, all of that. So technically I couldn't move around and I wasn't here like that. Right. So I had to rebrand because I would pop in and go check the DJs out and listen to them, but then I'm back out.
Okay, right.
So I was like, damn. So I ended up having to start all over when finally got released and all that and came back here. It was a bad time for me. I had to really buckle down and lock in with God and get a lot going for myself. And I was like, man, do I just let that defeat me? Or do I turn around and say, man, I done got a deal. I done got put on. I done been on the radio. I done did all of that right from here, Oklahoma City, before a lot of people. So
right.
So let me just start all over and see what that come with. But it's been an uphill battle. It ain't been easy, my boy.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, it ain't been easy.
It makes sense. Like you started so quick, man, and it happened so fast. Nigga, right. That once you came back and sit down, you was like, "Oh shit,
I'm back to nothing. I have nothing." That's why I'm okay with being by myself. I'm okay with no company. I'm okay with losing because we were up and we was at a good time. People know how hot those songs were. It wasn't worldwide, but it was moving. So I came back to nothing. No car, man. No internet. No phone, really. It was bad for a while. Right. Had to build it.
Yeah, it's the same thing happened with me when I came back. I came back and was homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was working on planes and the shit didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Nigga? So I know how it is.
Yeah. Where was you when you had left?
Oh, I was in India and then I went to Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah, but it was recruiting contracts, so they can cut you at any time.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, man, but you getting booked now, though.
Yeah, so what I've seen from rebranding and how I used to work with some cats and so now and how I'm able to work with some of the same people. So it's been like piecing it all up, but I noticed if someone sees you got motion or you getting booked and all of that, they tend to stop. Like you don't get. It's like the love. I reciprocate love, and everybody know that. But it's like when you start climbing up that ladder, it starts getting more and more lonely. Like only some people gonna hit you back. Only some people gonna hit you up. Facts. Only some people gonna want to work with you. And I get it, but what I'm trying to tell everybody is, if I were them and if I'm trying to have a working relationship with people, I would do that because they don't. I'm not saying I got a lot of shit going, but nobody really knows the positions and the situations that I could be in. Like right now, I could turn on several DJs to some corporate money, several, but I can't. I don't get people hit back. I mean, DJs that I've known for a long time or whatever. It's just There wasn't even DJs that wasn't DJs. I've been hitting up that I'm down DJ. So it just, it's all good. I get it.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Nah, man, we just in the world where niggas is just selfish, you know what I'm saying? They're just worried
I'm trying
about
to show
themselves.
love. That's crazy. I've been hitting certain DJs up. They don't know it, but I've been hitting certain DJs up to see if they wanted some corporate bags on some days that I'm already booked, locked in, but another corporate hit me, and then they say, well, do you know anybody, or do you got anybody in your team? And I can't get cats to want to work with me, so I ain't tripping. I get it. I just keep doing the move. Like you said, I understand.
Yeah, man, you just got to keep doing you.
Yeah, that's it. I ain't tripping. It is what it is.
You know, and they going through their own.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like their own situation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so she got any bookings up coming up?
Yeah, I got several, man. I got a lot of oh my bad. I got a lot of corporate dates that's locked in.
Okay.
And I've been working and communicating with some cats in the nightlife too. So I'm piecing it together, but it's not easy. I don't want nobody to think that, but I got some corporate dates that I'm gonna be releasing soon.
Okay.
That I feel like is a game changer.
Okay. So you want the nightlife is what you're saying?
I want both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I want this is what I want as a DJ. I want arenas.
Mm-hmm.
I want concerts.
Yeah.
I want stadiums. I want corporate. And of course I want nightlife. It don't gotta be crazy nightlife like all the time, every time, but I just want the nightlife to know, like, you know, some of y'all know how I get down. Like, let's never forget, like that club bag. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of DJs right now. My club bag, we don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. So that club, like, that's nothing. That was the first bag I done. Mm-hmm. So me thinking and doing these open format gigs only opens up my mind on these club bags, and I want to work with my people where I come from. That's it. But if not, I ain't tripping.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, it ain't a lot of spots, though.
It ain't, but at the same time, man, it don't take long for them to get going. I mean, you know, after a while, you know, it's, hell, look like Hank's about to be a spy. Mm-hmm. Why you moving like it just looks like it. You know what I'm saying? I seen this footage last night. I was like, man, it look popping in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, so spots don't take necessarily long to accumulate out here.
Okay, that's true. And like, if you give it the right people, then the spot will crack.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know what I didn't do, and I got to do? I got to take the chance and the opportunity right now to shout out DJ Lightbright.
Okay.
Because he was one of the first, I got to say this. He was one of the first DJs, owners, operators that worked with the kid on just trusting what I was telling him, who I was, my energy. And I know him. He got $1 million brand, I'll say. And if it ain't, it's close to it, or a multi-million-dollar brand. And I love it. Mm-hmm. He had to protect it. So I'm sure he went and did his homework about me. But the fact that he genuinely gave me the chance, the opportunity to DJ several gigs, even Fastler Hall. A lot of DJs never been in Fastler Hall. And we hadn't met.
Oh, okay.
We hadn't met at all. You know what I'm saying? And I've done, like, this man that paid me shit, probably thousands of dollars at this point. You know what I mean? And we hadn't met, and it was love. And I met him the first time I was DJing for Red Bull outside. You know what I'm saying? At the sports store, and then he pulled up on me on accident. Just so I got to take the time to shout them boys out, Lightbright and Friends, DJ Lightbright. They show love, and I got to shout out DJ Garrett because he showed love out there. You know, OU for sure.
Okay, yeah. So that Fastler Hall was cracking that night you had it,
and you was there.
Yeah, on me.
And you was there,
cracking.
You was there. You seen a little bit of open format, top 40 pop.
Oh yeah, all races.
But you seen how I was able to compose that, construct that throughout 4 hours.
Okay, right.
That ain't no easy task if you're not in that lane.
Right. Yeah, but that's 4 hours. Nigga, so why you didn't hit a DJ?
I did. I did.
Oh, okay.
And I ain't gonna speak on it.
Yeah.
But I did.
Oh, okay.
And it just, I don't know. And the crazy thing is, I have the money to pay them neither the day that we block in, the day we meet, before you get there. All you gotta do is just holler and be like, yeah, let's do this, whatever. Especially if I'm saying come in on a paid gig. So
right,
but
fact.
I did.
Okay, already. Well, yeah, man, shit, man, it's a tough time right now. You know what I'm saying? Because there are spots, but then again, there ain't no spots. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not really a lot of just urban spots like that right now. Cause shit get be, shit, man, it be getting shut down now.
So what I can do, and what I'm willing to do, is showcase like how to mix them, but where it's enough for you just under the radar at these little under spots that you might not get all of the baby, but you're gonna get some of it. You might not get all of this. You might not even get maybe 10 songs you just ain't feeling, but it still be a cool overall night. I have a direction, but again, if cats don't want to do it, you'll see it being done. Because one thing about these open format top 40 spots, they love the music that we play. It's just how you present it to them, which form, which fashion.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? How you present it to them.
Right.
Yeah. And I can show cats, but and that way we can kind of steer away from just the all.
Yeah, man. But not everybody want to cater to that crowd. Not everybody want to even be around that crowd.
So that's two things. Not everybody knows how to cater to that crowd, and then you don't want everybody at that crowd. You just want enough people to have a good time, kick it, eat some good food, whatever.
No, I'm saying not all the DJs even want to be around that crowd, though, is what I'm saying.
Like DJ for that crowd?
Yeah.
If they knew how it paid out,
right,
I think they would do it with a smile on their face.
Okay, right.
In my opinion. Now, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think that would, and I'm just saying that's could be a solution to stuff just going all one demographic and getting shut down. So I'm just saying, we just throwing ideas on a shot of Brandy podcast out there. I'm talking about.
Okay, right, exactly. Nah, shit, it makes sense. Nah, man, just let me know, man. I'll invest some shit, man, in the spot, man.
Yeah, well, you don't want to go all this. You just want to go enough of this and enough of that to where we chilling. Just like out of time, it could be done. Exactly. You just got to have that right demographic, the right type of DJs, and you can eliminate the other issues, in my opinion.
Man, I was in D.C. at a rooftop bar, and they only had the bar and then just one big couch in the middle, like a little circle, big ass couch thing.
Right.
And niggas was vibed out. It don't take much.
It don't.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't.
And like you said, it's how you present it. And then like the DJ stand was just right there. Right. And it was, you know what I'm saying?
So I could tell you something like that too. I was in Houston not too long ago, and I was on a rooftop bar. They didn't have a DJ. They had one of the bartenders' playlists, and she was just playing all different types of music, and it was all different walks of life, just having a good time. She didn't. Of course, she went a little more heavy hip hop because hip hop is the foundation. They love it. People love it. Just got to know how to bring it to them and make in a comfortable, safe environment, in my opinion. But yeah, they didn't take much. It was a Bluetooth speaker. It was knocking though. That speaker was knocking.
Yeah, it don't take much. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put your mind to it too, though.
Nah, for real.
Nah, man, I appreciate you coming out.
Man, I appreciate you having me, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because shit, like you really a vet in the game.
I've been in it for going on 20, almost 20.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm right there knocking on 20.
Right. But it's just a new era too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't see about 4 eras in OKC.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And been part of them. And this is just like these young niggas is wild.
Right.
Yeah, man. This younger crowd is wild. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they make it tough to go out.
Right. Nah, for real.
Yeah,
I'm not opposed to doing 30 and up. We at that age.
Right, fast.
30, 35. I ain't tripping on none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what we can do.
Okay.
But before we go, I just want to shout out all the DJs. You know what I'm saying? It's all love with all of y'all, you know, from the Ologies to the Broscos to the Poe to the you name it, man. I'm not gonna go down that list throughout all of my peoples, man. But they know they my people. You know what I'm saying? They been my people. Dream, what's up, my boy? Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
Flex, you know.
Yeah.
It is. For sure.
Already, man. Shout out to Brandy Podcast, man. This episode 242. DJ T.A.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, yeah.